Here we go again. Join me as I go to the Shanghai AutoShow for a second time to kind of fill in some of the blanks that I missed last time. A little bit too much on China EVs, and I'm going to hopefully cover things like the CATL batteries and Ford and Lamborghini and maybe some other sites as well. There'll be a link up here for the first edition. Please watch that first because it'll kind of explain what I don't cover this time. So Audi has its own stand, but that is the Audi SAIC stand. Audi e-tron. Here we have Chevrolet. Many people are going for this camping theme. There it is with the Equinox, which is an ICE Chevrolet. So Chevrolet got a number of internal combustion cars. There's a lot of R5s on here, but also quite conveniently, with Chevrolet already having EV in their title, here they have the FNRX car, which they are putting front and center on their stand. Here we have Cadillac and a common theme where we've got pretty much the internal combustion engines over there on the left, and then we have EVs, which they are going with this Lyrique car. There's the back side of one. Here we have Buick. Very much what Buick is known for in China, the G8, but also getting into the electric market with the E5 Electra that we see here. I think it's a concept at this moment, but the Electrax car also on the Buick stand. So Hall 3 is basically an SAIC hall, and what we've got is some collaboration between them and Audi and them and Volkswagen. This is the ID6. There's the Passat. And a couple of Skodas on the edge of the Volkswagen SAIC stand. There's the Kodiaq, and that's an Octavia. So they are pushing the MG4 as being a real global brand. You can see there was Robert Llewellyn fully charged up on the screen. That's not an MG4, that's an MG7. As I've said several times, we've got a lot of the internal combustion engine cars on a different part of the stand, and then here what we have are the EV cars, particularly on the MG stand. We've got the MG4, or as it's branded here, the Mulan. And if we go all the way down here, all the way down to the back corner, we see the worldwide, you can see there's even an EU badge on it, the MG4, okay? It seems a little bit sad here in the corner. Flagship, which has a 51 kilowatt battery, and then there is the Deluxe, which has got 64 kilowatts. So what they're stating is that there should be an absolute maximum of 520 kilometre of CLTC range. Here's the Maxus stand. They've got a range of EVs. There's a van, pickup truck here at the back. And was another one of the RVs, very similar looking to the Armadillo. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the Armadillo is very similar looking to the Maxus. This is another part of the SAIC area. This is the IM brand. We're only a shade off the spilt milky coffee there again. Dubious colour choices. Here we are on the Rising stand, which is again part of the SAIC general area. And this is the car that they're mainly pushing here, which is the F7. And then this is the other main car on the Rising stand, the R7. Finally, in the SAIC area, we've got Roe. So here's another brand with an icon and characters, just like NECC. This is the Deepal brand, and the car I think that they are mainly pushing here is this SL03, and I'm just having a look at the specs now, and it looks like they're even stating 1,200 kilometers of the Chinese CLTC range. That's crazy. So there's many SL03s here, and then there's also this S7 car. This is the Dadao stand. More of your camping on the Dadao stand. With a name like Elantra, you wouldn't expect to see your exhaust pipes, would you? Anyway, this is the Hyundai stand, which wins the prize for being the brightest stand at the whole show, and it is warm as well. They do have their Ioniq base, but weirdly kind of out the back of the stand. There's the Ioniq 6. This is inside the Hyundai Palisade. Very luxurious, and for somebody who has everything, there is your tie rack and your wardrobe in the back of the car, so you can see it actually drops down, so you don't have to crease your jackets. Look at that. This is the Hyundai Nexo, which is one of the few hydrogen fuel cell cars that we're seeing. And there's the 100 kilowatt hydrogen fuel cell. That's the Mufasa Denza stand. They're focusing very much on the D9. Volvo stand. They've got their electric versions here, front and centre on the stand, but also some classics down the back. S60 there. There's the Smart stand. So the number 1 and the number 3 on the Smart stand both going fully electric. I think everything they have is electric. I don't know what happened to number 2 though. So if Hyundai won an award for the brightest stand, I think Mercedes are going for the darkest. And some of their electrical offering, interesting to see they're using the Maybach name with this, the Mercedes EQS SUV. Alright, so the EQG looking like a concept car at the moment, obviously using the same styling as the G8. The electric EQE SUV, and then over to the sedan, which is the EQS 580. Some more electric from Mercedes, the EQA 260, and the ubiquitous open model showing a modular platform, highly likely. EQE drive system. The Arcfox stand. Arcfox, a Chinese brand owned by BAIC, but you can see they have collaboration with Huawei. I think Huawei are doing their kind of intelligent systems and possibly also the audio. A bit more camping with the Arcfox AT or Alpha T. BAIC group right next to Arcfox. Obviously there's a sub-brand there. Not quite so camping style. A little bit. There's a concept car. This is Beijing. This is one of the brands that they're using here. You can see it's got suicide doors. Quite nice there. There's the BAIC Beijing branded EU5. That's an EV. And then we've got some others which are internal combustion, so that's internal combustion engine, and so is the X7, Dayun, Chinese brand. I think we're all electric here in Dayun. So I think these two are the same. So the Dayun Rabbit branded in the English language, or Huehu in Chinese, and it's interesting because of its small size, and it's coming in at around about 80,000 to 86,000 RMB. What have we got? We've got 32 kilowatt hour battery, maximum of 35 kilowatts, and a range of greater than 330 kilometers. Here we have Skyworth. So looking very very similar, but we've got the HT-i2 and the EV6. I think everything here is electric. They look very similar to each other. So here we have a separate stand just for the Jetta brand. There we've got the Skyline, stylized, a little bit like the Lexus on the last visit. And then we've got some other cars here. The VS7 seems to be what they're pushing. VS5 and the VS7. I think everything is gasoline. And there's your little camping motif on the marketing, as usual. So here we are back on the Audi stand. Now this is actually the first time today, after 3 hours, I'm actually back into an area where I've been before. That's an interesting, probably concept, some suicide doors there. And there we've got the Q4 e-tron again, and something I missed the last time was this e-tron GT. You can see how popular it is. It's really popular. Specs are listing a 0 to 100 kilometers an hour at 4.5 seconds and a battery capacity, I think it was of 93.4 kilowatt hours. Q4 e-tron specs I'm seeing as a 0 to 100 in 6.8 and a maximum mileage, I think it was about 540 kilometers. There was no battery capacity listed. Damn, I missed loads on the Audi stand last time. Right, so this is the RS e-tron GT. And now we're into the ICE area of the stand. Up to the performance end with an RS Q8, that's an RS4 Avant. The ID3 from around about 162,000 RMB, and then the ID4 from around about 196,000 RMB. Obviously it goes up from there depending upon battery capacities, etc. Van concept as well, so there's the ID Buzz. And this is the new, I think you pronounce it Tharu, and then there's the ID7. Let me show you a little bit more around that because I was incredibly fast last time. And then there's inside the ID7. Mazda stand. So I may be wrong, but I think everybody on the Mazda stand is internal combustion engine. The mandatory camping theme on the Mazda stand. So just as we pass the Lotus stand, another cleaner, what I'm hearing about the Electra, and it must be the performance version, but it's doing 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds, which is crazy. There we have the Rolls-Royce stand. There's the Spectre. And look at this beast here. I think this is called the Carman Climb. And then there's the small version, but it's still in this incredibly angular styling. And if you like this kind of styling, you can even have it as a piano. And there we have the Lamborghini stand. And I believe it's this that's going electric as well. Porsche is busy. Here we see Yangwan again, and it's still crazy, absolutely crazy, busier than last time I think. Here we are on the Kia stand, and suicide doors really becoming a thing, especially on the concepts. Here we have electric and internal combustion engine. Seems Kia are pushing the EV6 GT. Here's Livan with what looks like a total EV offering, and camping, ubiquitous, except they've got microwaves. Where's their open fire? Toyota. So a bit of a mixture on the Toyota stand, some hybrids as you would expect from the Prius heritage, and there's also some full EVs. You can see here this is BZ4X and they've got a BZ3. There's their modular package. Looking very much like the BMW. It's got a lot of blue styling, so therefore it absolutely must be a hydrogen concept car. There's the Toyota Mirai hydrogen car. Has been selling in Japan mainly. Hyper. Difficult to keep up with all the branding, but I think Hyper is part of GAC Trumpchi along with Ion, and we've got another concept. Not exactly suicide doors. We've got one door here and then we've got a gull wing. Seem to be pushing this M8. The CATL battery stand. So CATL are leaders in the field of batteries along with BYD, and one of the things that they're claiming is this extra level of density. So they're saying 500 watt-hours per kilogram. I think these are all basically demo packs, but there you can see, so the sodium-ion battery, and currently 160 watt-hours per kilogram. Here on the CATL stand, I think what they're showing here is these batteries are charging, these ones are available, and then they get pushed through to here, and this would be the battery swapping station on cars such as Neos, but not necessarily limited to. The Ford stand. So here we have the Mustang Mach-E GT Twister, I think that's its full name. And here we have the F-150 Lightning, also electric. And then if we carry
尊敬的各位来宾、女士们、先生们，大家下午好！欢迎各位莅临2023上海国际车展福特展台，与我们一起探险，一起演。大家好，我是主持人许诺，非常欢迎各位的到来。在今天福特展台的现场，为大家带来了非常丰富的打卡互动、抽奖活动，奖品多多，福利多多，请大家一定要记得。
There's the Equator, which is a hybrid, and then we get on to some other standard cars like the Hongqiao. No camping scene on the Ford stand though, I'm very disappointed. Right, who have we got here? Shanghai. So this, the Lumen price is listed from as little as 50 to 70,000 RMB. I know it's noisy. Anyway, we saw the SL03 before on another stand. I'm actually starting to quite like it. Here's the Best Tune brand. I think we're all electric again, and we've got some small cars again. Here we have Subaru. I'm sorry it's noisy, they're just all going for it now. And Subaru are really going for the camping. Look at that, loads of grass, everything. There's their camping outfit. And I'm not sure if we've got any EVs here. I'm seeing mostly nice. Okay, so another rare returning today is back to the BYD stand, and specifically to look at the Seagull. Something I didn't mention in the first video was that this is likely to use a sodium-ion battery, maybe not on launch, but certainly will be upgraded thereafter. That's what's being rumoured, at least. Yeah, that's inside the Seagull. So another reason to be here is the name on this car, which is Qingpu, which literally translates into destroyer, as in a naval ship type of destroyer. Apparently BYD aren't really happy with that literal translation and are interested to come up with a better name. I don't know if it's a competition, maybe you win one. Another translation could be cruiser. Here we have Nissan, and they have a variety of different fuel types. You can see the electrics here. Aria, front and centre on their stand. We've got Peugeot over here on the right hand side. I know it's noisy, I'm sorry. I think mostly internal combustion engine with an electric concept car. Here's the Chery group, straight in with a electric car up the front there. Looks like all electric to me. Chery's camping scene. Oh, and they've got another one as well. Actually, they've got several. Citroen. Don't worry, viewers, we're pushing to the end now. We're almost there. Okay, what have we got on Citroen? Probably a mixture of energies. Let's see if I can spot anything definitely electric. So the Huawei stand, bring digital to every vehicle. Obviously they've got partnerships with a number of manufacturers. JAC, plug-in electric. But I don't see a camping site. But we've got this on the side of the car there. And we've got Honda, not the last stand because I can see some more up there ahead. So as with other stands, we have a range of options on engine types. So here we've got HEV, so that's like a hybrid, so that's both a internal combustion engine but with also battery support. And then there's the Integra, which is exactly the same on the HEV range. And then we've got a plug-in electric Accord, and also the same with the CR-V here. And then I believe we've got some all-electrics here. So there's a prototype, what's that, NSZ, and then there's this EN SUV. This is iCar. That looks nice. The iCar GT. Bit of a smaller stand with the iCar. Then we've got Donfeng Motor. There's some modelling work going on. I'm just destroying all of their photos, I'm sorry. Donfeng do have a camping setup. It's a little bit small and sad, but it's there. I think this is the end as we leave 7.2 on the way out. So we've got the Nissan stand, and I'm going to expect the usual concept cars and a range of different fuel types. Suicide doors on the Horizon. Large range on the Nissan stand. So what a day. That was more steps than last time. I think it was 17,000 on the first trip I came here, and this time it's 21k. I'm having a cup of coffee and a sit down to relax on it. I still missed some stuff. I wanted to show you the Neo battery swap. That was happening, and also the Hi-Fi Z. I went past the Hi-Fi stand the first time round, but I can't remember specifically looking out for the Hi-Fi Z, so whether it's there or not. Anyway, I hope that gave you an impression of the rest of the show. Tesla was not here. A lot of people asked about that. They don't tend to do shows, but they have occasionally, but they've had issues with demonstrations before. But I don't think they had anything new that they wanted to show. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. So for those that know me, now time to leave all of the cars and get back onto the metro system and back into the centre of Shanghai. Okay, bye-bye.